We are under the lights. Zach Davies is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink. Has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all 4 of his pitches, not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
Behind 0-2 now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he is going to have extra bases to start the evening. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Jalen Davis stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Davies has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Mike Yastrzemski, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Myers looking up, and this one is gone. A home run.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. By Kevin Gausman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. Heading out towards shallow right. On the move is Polanco, but he won't get there. It falls in. The relay, and he's going to make it there barely as he's into second base with a double.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or 2 across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
And that misses, ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent.
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Dan, they didn't come out offensively like gangbusters yesterday. They had a few runs, but today they're able to push one across early.
Boy, and this is, you always want to try to strike first. I think if you look at the stats, teams that score first win a big majority of the time. So they're off to a flying start in this one.
Pham with an even 1-1 count now. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Borderline pitch right there, but as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
And it's 1-2. And he got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Polanco is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. He's able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Bell. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's 1 for 5. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So in now for San Francisco, Aramis Garcia, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. 1 out, nobody on. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The pitcher, Kevin.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for 1, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Up next to the Giants.
Striding into the box, Jalen Davis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Comes set, now the pitch. Line drive base hit. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use it.
And not in time, as he just crosses the plate in time.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Digging in now for San Diego, Will Myers. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gausman.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone.
The second baseman,
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the power-hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Dozier, a former member of the Washington Nationals. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Popped him up. Lindor is there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Mejia. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. In there, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Next to bat for the Giants, Evan Longoria. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Under it, Lagares, and there's one away.
The first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Belt. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a line drive. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, number 6.
Digging in, Aramis Garcia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, JT Riddle.
And next to the plate will be JT Riddle. High in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it. And the inning is over. Giants leave one. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Zach Davies. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And it's fouled away. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And he takes ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-1. Here it comes. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Longoria's got it. And there's out number 2.
The batter.
Now batting, Eric Hosmer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1 and 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. 2 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. And now the Giants pitcher, Kevin Gausman, as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder coming on. And they can't run it down. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Tatis is there for route number 1. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Gregory Polanco. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Standing in, Jalen Davis. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. And that's through for a hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get... Digging in for his second at-bat, Tommy Pham. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call. So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. A ball and a strike now to Machado. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the end.
Leading off for San
Ready with the
Francisco,
first pitch. Here it comes.
Francisco.
Popped him up. Machado has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 5.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And it's gone as they add still another.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. No hits to this point. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Tatis ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting. Second base.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Riddle. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
At the plate now, Kevin Gausman, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Riddle is off of first with 2 away. Pitch popped up, but this will land untouched. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Will Myers is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Somebody needs to tell his hitter he better get it going, or that bat's going to get blown out of his hands. Those are 2 horrific late swings.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
2-2 the count. And the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Next to the plate for the Padres, Francisco Mejia. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw to first will get him easily in the side. Padres down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and belted to right by Polanco. This one's deep. Gone to lead off the inning.
Up next to the Giants, the center fielder, Jalen.
Into the box, Jalen Davis. High in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in, Francisco Lindor. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Lifted in the air to center field. On the move is Lagares. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Giants. Josh Naylor is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Number 22, Josh Naylor.
Abiatel Avelino will come on defensively now. Now as he takes over at second, Alex Dickerson is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
This game for the Giants.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Naylor, just 21 years of age. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Popped up. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Juan Lagares. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he can rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Riddle moving to his left, and that ends the inning. Drew Pomeranz enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 15.
So striding forward now, Evan Longoria is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Longoria will take the turn and head for second now. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to. Sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to screw that baby up.
Stepping in now, Brandon Belt. Softly to the right side, should get the runner to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Aramis Garcia. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's down into left center for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting. The pitcher.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Rob Brantley will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Rob Brantley.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. Rob Brantley is up off the bench as he is in as a defensive replacement.
Now playing third.
Sean Anderson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Now pitching for the
Into the box now, Tommy Pham.
Sean Anderson.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Pablo Sandoval is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 48.
Now the pitch.
Sandoval.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Popped up. Sandoval in foul ground makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. High in the air out towards shallow right. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now. 2 outs now in the San seventh, and that'll bring in Manny Machado. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Standing in, Gregory Polanco. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Into the box, Jalen Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. There to pull it in, Lagares, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
In now, Abiatel Avelino, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Heading out towards shallow right. After it is Myers. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Here's Will Myers, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
The right fielder.
Logan Webb is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Attention, please. Now pitching for San Francisco, number 62, Logan Webb.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
This is line to left, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
The batter, number 9.
Brian Dozier at the plate.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Greg Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
This is on the ground over to first. Sandoval fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself. Matt Strahm comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. This is pulled into right. Myers is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, second baseman.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Pham will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Up next to the Giants.
Now at the plate, Pablo Sandoval. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Sandoval.
Pitch on the way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Line drive to left. Pham is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Here's Juan Lagares starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Reyes Maranta takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Popped him up. Sandoval is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Count even now at 1-1. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. Bases are empty, one man out. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
The batter, the left fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over. 10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Giants jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.